You not looking in your rear view. Not looking in your rear view is just slick bitch fucking with you, dog. Stuck with Chuck. I'm on that shit too. I got that weed that make you toss and turn. Hey, fired up, dog. Let that shit burn. I'm hanging out with my bomb ass. I'm kind of slick. I got my hand on the trigger. A lot of men say, Phil, I ain't living right. And in your town just to start off. So all your hoes keep your legs on. Slick legs, folks coming out my nose. Somebody watch FBI. I'm hanging out the TV, I can burn it back to back. I got your girl in the motel, you know I'm on a fuck. Gotta come like I own. Yeah, I'm in the fuck with this dick that I own. Somebody say, take a chill, man. I'm a best chick. I'll put the old down and kill me. I'm always quick. Come to life, say, ooh, bad people, ooh, my window. And that's the ignorant joint for tracks. Not the time to check the telephone. Checks, yeah, watch out, you ball just around the corner. Light is fucked up. Niggas playing all this on you. Big train. Going to the bar, baby. That's my nigga Big Bruce, 1 kilo, 1 bar. Yeah, making big money. And driving big car. Everybody knows me. Yeah, like I'm a police. Hope it takes that night. You know what's up, man. Right. The bass so strong that it give me a headlight. This is the fool that I ran off the block. Tell you put a jam on the shit, your ass get shot. On the party, give me $5,000. They thought they had the real deal. Hey, boy, you ride with me? Why have your ass here? This thing big. Well, in the 28, get it over with. Here we come. Get like you did. Big shit. Hey, so man, the niggas start getting go their ass down to some hoes in the center. Yeah, and then I back up with the swan. Hit the motherfucking feet. And now I'm feeling bad. It's out of jail. They come around the corner. They feel niggas playing shit on me. Step up. They call me the Boogie Monster. Big kid, you know what I'm saying? So many years in the game, I can't go. You know what I'm saying? Things stick around, like a dope. Yeah, I think it's really nervous. Watch out, 24/7 service. They got me waiting for forgiveness. Check me out, dog. I'm in the music business. But the fucking girl looking at me. Yeah, watch out. Nigga, get it over, get it real, get the money, power, respect, fuck that bullshit. Oh, boy, represent since 81 to my ghetto bastards. They are walking down, you don't know. Every woman's out, you come again. Yeah, we out there for a whole road. Make sure you just fucking bitch. That shit don't happen. Make you know that I never did. I feel you. When I think the big shit playing tricks for me. Like cold, you gotta go. Now let's do your 54 state big. Old town to your town, this time go down, nigga. Wow. Bomb boys. This year Halloween, we did. And if you want some, then trick or treating. Got another hold for bag. Take it up, girl. I don't do the ass. So it's here with pace to the big. Yeah, coming to you 567. You see things laying down while that bitches in the sleep. The nuts out so triple T's on. Yeah, wall boys dropping real beats on them. The more I saw it, the bigger big for the day. Damn boy won't sub too. Then I felt just like a bee. And you know the whole crowd was ugly ass on the moon. But it was dark as fuck. Tell you what, dog, the dick hungry in the country. She said, boy, they oh, snap. Right here, baby. Damn, no, big. There's that thing like what, you know what I'm saying? Think like that old shit. Niggas say, oh, no, it's not the best. I'm big like it. No time in the game. What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? Welcome back, man. You know what time it is. Big Duke all fire, no smoke. Yo, I'm here today, man, joined with some of my homeboys, some of my deep homeboys, man, from way back. Today, we're going to take a step back from the fitness aspect of things and talk about Duval. Again, you guys know I'm from Duval, man. Came up in Jayville, in the streets of Jayville and Duval and all that good stuff. But today, guys, I want to take an in-depth look at the state of the union. I should say the state of Duval Union and some of the violence and some of the things that we can do to change that. So today I'm joined by my homeboy Alan. I'm joined by my homeboy Tazwar, and then hopefully one of my other boys should come in, Mike. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about this thing. Tazwar, man, give me an introduction. Let them know who you are, what you're about, your long-standing history in Jayville and Duval. Let's get this thing started.
All right, so as Tony said, man, we all grew up together, kind of same neighborhood, went to the same elementary, junior high schools and everything, played sports together. Went out, both Tony went, I think, University of Hawaii. I went to FAMU.
Right.
So now I'm doing medical device sales, man. And I'm in Jacksonville,
right.
Because I have an 18. About to graduate from high school this year, so that's what's good with me, man.
Right.
Well,
what's up, Alan?
Well, yeah, I'm Alan. They call me Woods. I grew up with these boys, man. We all played ball together. Unfortunately, I didn't play on college ball. I mean, I was going to, but I had major knee surgery, so that knocked me out the game. I've been, I'm doing a lot of coaching for the youth. Currently now I stopped coaching now. My son and outgrow Part Warner now, so I just enjoying being a dad. I got 3 kids, a lovely, beautiful wife, and I'm just doing what I do.
All right, and we got a new dude. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And I'm just here, to try to spread some knowledge and help these young brothers out, man. And hopefully we can reach them. If we can reach one out of 1,000, we did our job. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We got my man Dez. I see Dez in the building. Oh, he dropped off, so maybe he'll come back in. I invite him to come back in. Guys, a lot of people sit there and say about Florida and mainly Duval, the mystique of Duval. I sit there and say, I tell people a lot of times, if you drink that Florida water, then you understand Duval. It's a total different mystique from any other city that's uncharacteristic to any other city around town, and be honest with you, around the country. So I will sit there and say, man, it's something about that Duval mystique about us that make us so unique from the rest of the country. I see my man Dez in the building. Dez, want to introduce yourself, my dude? Dez, your mic, Dez. Dez, we can't hear you.
You might.
We can't hear you, Dez.
Tell me you want to go back out and come in, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, you can't even hear me to sit there and tell him. We can't hear you. So we're going to, until Dez figure that out, man, we're going to get into this first topic. The topic about leadership. And I want Taz, well, I want you to hit this one first, man, because leadership, man, as you know, it's been a lot of talk about lack of leadership in the community. So do you think this right here is at the forefront for the uptick in violence in Duval?
Repeat that again, Tony. I can barely hear
you. From a lack of leadership standpoint, do you think this is at the forefront for the uptick of violence in Duval?
No, not at all, man. So, give you a perfect example. The supermarket Publix over there off of Norwood Avenue.
Okay.
It's about to go away. And I mean, my question is, where's the leadership amongst our, city officials that looks like us, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing? What are they doing to make it make that store stay there. Because think about it, where are all those people going to go and get fresh fruit and food? I mean, they're going to go to those old stores or the corner stores where the food is not fresh, right? So, and when I think about leadership too, man, I think about when we were growing up, we were limited. We had some mentors that taught us how to play sports and everything, but they never told us how we can go around the world and see different things, right?
Right.
So, leadership for me is going back into the neighborhood that we grew up in and let these kids know that it's a whole nother world out there versus the north side of Jacksonville or even Jacksonville, period.
Absolutely. And that's gonna lead. Let's see, can we get Daz? Can you hear us, Daz? Daz, I don't know. We can't hear you, man. Alec, do you got his Can you call him to see do we got a headset?
Yeah. Let me hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up and tell him put his headset in. Okay. In the meantime, I concur. Taz. Like you said, going back to even though this is not a fitness topic, I can concur, but it's a lot of cheap foods in there. You know what I'm saying? In those markets, in those old markets, stuff like that, fresh produce and stuff like that. And then again, too, they upcharge and stuff like that. So it's not feasible and realistic for people to sit there and purchase those items. You know what I'm saying? And they will sit there and have to spend their money on bills and stuff like that. Is trying to eat something fresh. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm here in North Carolina, I still agree with that, man. It's not that much leadership. One, not that many black leaders down there, I assume. And then again, two, it's not that many leadership that even the other side don't really care about that situation like that.
Right.
So it's go ahead.
No, what I was about to say is, and every time even to today, we don't help each other out as far as progressing. And the reason why I say that because look, I'm in a fraternity, and I hit my my line brothers up about the whole situation. Nobody responded, bro. Everybody just responded about happy birthday to whoever birthday it was, but nobody responded about what's going on the north side of town. I hit some of my so-called, successful black individuals, whether they're physicians or whoever else. Again, no one is trying to take the leadership position to make a change. Right. And that's the problem I see. It's just a lot of talking being done, man. Nobody's making moves or nobody's providing action.
Well, we worked on it.
Okay.
Already, So yeah.
Same thing to you, Alan, man. What you think? Is it lack of leadership? Is that the forefront for the uptick in violence in Duval?
Yes, it's definitely like a leadership to me. That's why we were saying, me and Daz talk a lot. With these city councilmen, dog, we got to start holding them accountable. I think some things need to change. If you don't show progress in 6 months, I don't want to hear about it take a year or 2 years to do something. I don't believe that. You can make certain change, whether it's in the community, whether it's at your job, whatever the case may be, man. You just can't be a so-called name on the street or job or whatever the case may be, man. You're going to have to start doing what you say you're going to do. If you can't do that in 6 months, something, at least show some kind of progress. I know it takes steps, but at least show some baby steps or something, man. Because there's some cats that went to school with us that y'all know. I ain't going to call his name.
Oh, say
they went to school with us.
Say that shit, man.
No, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it yet. But it's some cats that went to school with us.
Right.
That's in city councilman.
Right.
That's over Lake Shore. See, they know what I'm talking about now. That's over the Lake Shore area.
Right.
And he went to school with us, and he ain't did shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And when Daz do speak, he's the vice president of the park. Well, I was a vice president, but I know all of us on the board. So we done reached out to this guy on several occasions. We done had the news come, this, that, and the other, and nothing has been done at that park yet, man.
I feel
And
you.
that's sad.
All right. Dez, man, what's going on, Dez? What's up, brother?
What's happening with
What's
y'all,
going
fellas, man?
Chilling,
It's a
man.
pleasure. It's a pleasure to join y'all, man. I'm kind of like on both sides of the coins that y'all been talking about. I kind of fit into the community and on the local government side,
Okay.
and I kind of have a different opinion with some of the stuff that's going on. It's a two part. It's a two
So
part
I can't
series
hear
that I
nothing
give you.
Dez is
Can you
saying.
hear? Can you hear me now? I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I
hear
hear you.
Dez. Taz, you can hear him?
I can hear you
No,
fine. I
I
can hear
can't.
all of y'all. Oh, you can't hear me now? Hold on, let me
Tazwell
turn
can't
up.
hear you. Tazwell
Can,
can't hear. Alan, you can
Can
hear
you
him?
hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear him. I hear him.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
didn't
go
click on
ahead.
this icon. Let me see.
Oh, go ahead. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good
Hello?
to me. Yeah, you good, Dez.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I come at it from two different sides of the coin, the heads and the tail side. I work for the local government and I participate and volunteer in the community.
Right.
So with that being said, I kind of look at it a little bit different. Well, when I was growing up, I was born and raised here in Jacksonville, right there in the Blodgett homes. Went to all the little local schools and graduated from Jackson, and
Right.
then I end up graduating or whatever, going to college. I went down to Bethune-Cookman for a little while, then I came back home, started working for the police department.
Okay.
So when I worked for the police department, I kind of started seeing a different side of the world, right? Because
Right.
I never seen that before. I'm used to, standing up in the hood and listening to everybody talking, all of that. So I've been down with the sheriff's office now for 17 years, and I've been also working in the community, volunteering for about that time too.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I kind of look at things a little bit different. We as a
Right.
race, we got to kind of hold ourselves accountable. Me and Alan talk every single day. Our kids along the same age, right?
Right.
So this is the problem I'm seeing with us right now as people. We'll talk a good game, but we won't play a good game. We want everything handed to us. When we were kids, our parents worked. We only had one income coming in our household. Now we ain't even got nobody who want to work, man. Like
Right.
these local grocery stores that we talking about, man, we don't want to go to them. You
Mm-hmm.
got to go to them and keep them afloat. You got to go to them and keep them afloat, man. You
Right.
know. So my thing is, we gotta step up and take care. It's gonna take us to police us, take us to teach us, take us to take care of us. And once we start doing that, there, once we're allowed to do that, there, we'll start making it. Because you remember when you was a kid, if you
Right.
got in trouble on the back side of your neighborhood, by the time you got to the front side where you lived at, it
Yeah.
already got there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're
already
right.
got there. I don't care. Pookie mama told him, Ray mama told him, Sabrina mama told on you. Guess what? Now, somebody telling on you now, you either go blow their face off or your parents gonna go back and blow their face off.
Facts.
So we failing as a community, man.
Facts.
We can't tell each other nothing, man. We can't
Right.
tell each other nothing.
I agree with
So
that.
that
I agree with that
so
right there. I would say this, Daz. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna go back to
uh-huh.
a point you made, and Tazwell made. Tazwell actually kind of have a different viewpoint on that, but you did make
Hmm.
a good point about holding ourselves accountable, because I
Yeah.
think now in this day and age that everybody feel like they're entitled to something. They should be entitled
Free,
to something.
free,
You know what I
free,
mean? It gotta
free,
be free.
free,
Like
free.
there's no such thing as work. When we was coming up, it
No.
was red hat, job
Yep.
corps. You
Yep.
rode your 10-speed bike pulling the lawnmower. And
Sold
I
honey
can
drippers.
recall, right? I can selling honey drippers, correct?
Yeah.
I can
And
recall
guess
me and
what?
Alan. I can recall me and Alan going around town with our bike and arguing sometimes about, yo, that's my yard. That's my yard. I'm gonna
Yeah.
cut. But nowadays, these kids nowadays feel like everything should be, yo, just hand it
Given
to it.
to
Fuck
them.
it. I don't care.
Given
Give
to
it
them.
to me. Just
Yeah.
because I'm who I am.
Yeah.
But Tazwa, I
And
know
if
you can. Hold on, Daz. I want to say this.
go ahead.
Tazwa,
Go ahead.
I know that you had a different viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? I want you to talk about that, where you said that you don't really think that, you know what I mean, the leadership thing is linked to the violence and stuff like that. So you can go ahead on that, Taz?
Hold on, man. I'm having a hard time hearing everybody.
Uh-huh.
Let me try to get into a better place, man.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm out here in Lake City in the middle of the cold, boy.
And
Ah.
think about that, Florida, baby. That's that Florida weather. Can you hear us, Taz?
See, I can't hear Daz at all, man.
Yeah, you good. Who's that just talking?
That was
I
me.
did.
That's Taz.
That's Taz. So he can't hear Dez though.
I know. I
All
don't know
right,
why you.
I got my AirPods all the way up, man. I got my AirPod on my here at a big
All
old
right.
tournament in
Now,
Lake.
so what did you want me to speak on now?
I want you to go back on your point because Dez and Allen kind of had a different viewpoint about the leadership and the violence and stuff like that. I want you to revisit that for me. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see what's going on with that right there. That difference right there. Revisit the whole community thing about leadership and the violence uptick in violence in Duval.
Yeah. So what I said earlier is that we definitely need to hold these city councilmen accountable because there's a lot of things that keep happening in the community that nobody is being accounted for. I mean, so it's nothing has really changed on the north side of town at all. Like you can literally go from the south side or the beach area and it looks totally different. It looks like a totally different city, right?
Right.
So my point is that it's just a lot of talking being done, but nobody's like doing anything. And even when you reach out to the people that can actually make moves or make a change, I mean, it's just we'll get to it. We'll get to it, but nobody's doing anything.
Right.
So my point is like these kids, man. I mean, look at the violence on the north side. Now we didn't have no gangs when we were growing up.
Right.
So it's gangs now because these kids don't have the leadership. These kids don't have no father figures. They don't have nobody to steer them in the right direction. And I'm saying that, because I traveled the world. I was lucky to get out of Jacksonville and witness certain things and live in certain different areas. But you're in a different area now too, Tony. So you understand where I'm coming from. Like if these kids don't have that exposure or know that they can do something else, they're going to continue. The cycle is going to continue over and over and over again.
Right. I want to go and go into something else, guys. I want to sit there and talk about everybody on this panel knows somebody that has been shot, that's dead or in jail. When we are coming, like I said, when we coming up, when somebody went to jail, it made us think about the choices we made. You know what I'm saying? In addition, when somebody got killed, there was a mourning period. Nowadays, it seems like the youth is desensitized to violence, and it's almost like shit. It wasn't me. So my question to you all is when is it time to separate from the bad apples, or so they don't spoil the rest of the stock, or do we keep fighting for someone who's not fighting for themselves? I want to start with Dez on that.
Okay, I'm glad you did because I was double Dutch ready too.
Old school double Dutch.
Yes, sir.
All
Sir. But again, this is something that I'm working with hands on. I don't know if Alan told y'all, or I'm going ahead and tell y'all where I work at. What I do is I work with all the kids that has been certified as adults. So I'm dealing with them firsthand every single day, 16 hours a day, 12 hours a day. And this is my thing on that. We got to fight till the bell ring. It ain't no stopping. It ain't no stopping. Did anybody stop on us when we made a mistake? When we failed, or we slipped? Did anybody stop on us? No, nobody stopped on us. So we got to keep going. But now the approach you take might have to change. You know what I'm saying? The angle you take might have to change. But it's plenty fight in us because that's where we come from. We come from that. That's deep in our DNA. It's plenty fight in us. So we can't stop. But at the same time, man, our numbers are so bad now. You can remember when we was growing up, you might have one kid that probably went to DDC. One kid.
True.
Now, man, it's a fact that it's like two out of three kids that's going now. 2 out of 3 kids going, and they going just for nothing now. And the difference is we had kids out of the projects going. Now we got kids from 2-parent homes going now. That's the difference.
That's a problem. That's the problem.
Right. But the problem is the problem I see is it's on our level because back then we had Forest View, we had every single part that you have will have multiple teams. Your parents will drop you off, and once your parents drop you off, whoever that coach was, that was your daddy. That was your daddy for the day. Whatever he said, whatever he said, whatever he told you to do, you had to abide by them rules. And again, I'm gonna say, we got babies raising babies now, babies having babies now. So guess what? Now, oh, don't tell my kid nothing. If my son don't feel like playing, he ain't gotta play. All that old stuff.
Right.
So
right.
we got to get back to the basics, like that community focus of raising everybody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I got
versus that separation, because I think the biggest thing happened with us was segregation. Once segregation happened, then we start shopping at Walmart versus shopping at Uncle Pete's store.
Nice.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when we start shopping at Uncle Pete's store, and guess what? That Uncle Pete ain't making no money. Then guess what? Now Uncle Pete family going bad. You know, so we so easily to get food, man, to every time we get food, it's another loss on our behalf. Because guess what? They're going to win no matter what. So we got to go back to taking care of each other, whether it's everything. I'm talking about everything from day one. Everything.
All right.
Back to the old school.
Before I get my 2 cents in on that, I want Wood to take that right there. Go ahead, Alan. Tell me what you think about that, man.
What Dad was saying was perfectly right. But see, the thing is, the approach that we got to take that we haven't been taking is respect. You got to respect these younger kids. You see what I'm saying? They young men just like we were. So, but now they want to be respected. When you disrespect them, then that's a problem. Because it done been a time I go to the corner store, get me a ginger ale or Alka-Seltzer, whatever the case may be, and I say, "How you doing, young man?" You know what that cat tell me? "Oh, how you doing, sir?" But I sit here and listen to another cat come right behind me with his pants hanging off of him, and I know he my age. "What's up, man? What's up?" Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. See, I just changed it. When I said, "How you doing, young man?" "How you doing, sir?" But the cat that's my age said, "What's up, man? What's up?" You said that ain't no respect thing. You see what I'm saying? That just hey, it's about respect, man. Once we start respecting these younger generation, then they'll listen to us. That's what we liking that. We not respecting them. They still human beings, whether it's man or woman. They still have to be respected. Until we respect them as a whole, then we can start focusing on change step by step. Right. And that's my take. All
right, Taz, what you got, my dude?
So I had to reconnect, so I missed everything that Daz had said. But
you said some good points. He was just talking about like still keep fighting no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Main thing is just keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Don't pretty much give up. It's always room to fight and build a community and all that good stuff. So in a nutshell, pretty much just keep fighting. And then again, too, like the approach. And then Alan just came back and piggyback off that and just said that the approach and respect. You know, you still got to respect the kids. You know, respect them and stuff like that. So, what's your take on it?
Yeah, I totally agree with what they both are saying. And I know your original question was, do we leave certain people behind if they're not willing to help themselves, and do we just keep on, keep on moving it?
Right.
So my philosophy with that, man, like I'm gonna help those who want to be helped, right?
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you just keep beating on the head and nothing is happening, man. So if I see a young man on the streets, doing, selling drugs or doing whatever he's doing, and I approach him because I know him and he's listening to me, but then I keep coming around to him, showing him like, man, hey, you don't have to do that. Matter of fact, you can make way more money by doing things the legal way versus you out on these streets.
Now that's that different angle I was talking about.
Yeah. Go ahead, Taz. Go ahead.
Oh, so if you want to stay on those streets, man, I can't pull him out those streets, bro. I mean, I can keep trying, but if he don't want to come out the streets, I gotta leave him on the streets.
Okay. Okay. All right. So here's my take on it, boys. I will say this, man. And actually, Taz, you stole one of my points. You got to support who's ready to be supported. And I will say this. There's Woods, y'all made some good points, but sometimes you going back to the respect factor, because I think it goes back to the parents. When the kids don't respect their parents, they're not going to respect somebody out in the streets. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you're coming from a single parent household. Then again, too, you got that kid running them up and just looking at it like, oh, I don't care. I can go out here and wild out. So he's looking for that. And then what he gonna find out is the streets. And the streets ain't offering that but turmoil and a whole lot of trouble for him. So again, I'm like Tazwell on this one, because you got to sit there and fight for so many kids that want to be fought for. Because some of them just look at you and just like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to do that. And Dez, you made a great point. Sometimes it is about the approach. And Alan said it too. It is about the approach. But sometimes these kids, you know what I mean, you got to think from what their environment, where they came up from, that they just not looking for that. They're not really looking for that whole that mantra of, okay, I got some help here, because they're getting it from other dysfunctional kids out there in the streets. So, and I will sit there and say that, guys, that's my thing about it. As far as in its totality, is like some of these kids just don't want to be helped. And then again, too, Alan was right. You still got to respect them, even though they're your kids. You still got to respect them. So that's my take on it. Go ahead, Alan.
I got two topics to touch off of. When y'all say leave them behind, okay, well, I disagree with that, because as when I was coaching at Part One, my motto was no kid left behind. So that's whether, okay, I had kids that had money, and I had kids what some parents couldn't afford, because I like all my kids dressed the same. So that go from the shirt, the pants, the socks, the shoes. So guess what I had to do? My son might have had Nikes, and maybe several other kids had Nike slides. But guess what I mean? I got kids that can't afford the Nike slides. So you know what I did? I had to go to Dollar Tree and get the dollar slides. That's
Right.
my motto, saying no kid should be left behind. So I'm
Right.
not going to agree with we turn our bike on them because they don't want to be helped. Maybe they don't have the means of the help to get the
Right.
help.
Well,
Second of all,
go ahead. Go ahead.
my second point would be, okay, when y'all say about respect, okay, well, if they haven't been taught respect, because like Dan say, babies raising babies, so 9 times out of 10, they don't know what respect is. So that's just like if I'm talking to my son and I say, son, hold your head up, and you look a man in the eye, you talk to me face to face. We eye to eye. That's showing a sign of respect. But if a kid
You
don't
have
get
good
taught
point.
that,
I
if
appreciate you,
if
Dave.
a kid
That's
is not
good.
taught that, how would they know that? You see what I'm saying? So respect has to be taught. Just like when we was little, certain things we didn't know, yeah, but we didn't say that, because when we did, we got popped in our mouth. So we had
Right.
to learn the respect part of it. So if these kids don't know how to respect you, they're not gonna respect you. Respect has to be taught coming up from from a baby. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So if that's not being taught in the house, how would they know?
Right. So
You see
my
what I'm saying?
thing,
Well, Alan,
yeah, yeah. Who's that? Taz,
well,
you want to get
Alan,
in on
what,
that?
what? Yeah. So back to your first point. We're not talking about leaving anybody behind, Alan.
Right.
That's not what
Right.
we're saying. We're saying we're not gonna continue to help those who don't want to be helped. Does that
Okay,
make
okay,
sense?
okay.
So if yeah, we definitely gonna help the kids out that need things or their parents can't afford certain things. That's a totally different topic, right? And I totally agree with you with the respect. Yeah. I mean, if you talk to a kid with respect, the kid's gonna respect you. So yeah, I mean, because okay, give you a perfect example. This is a true story. I used to valet my truck every time I had to go do a case at Shands in Jacksonville. Okay,
Right.
and the valet people, it was like a black a black 21-year-old had goals in his mouth, and it was a black female. She had dreads, and I used to talk to them about what are you guys gonna do with your life after this job, valeting cars. Give them
Mm-hmm.
positive messages every single day when I had to go and do a case there, right?
Right.
So they would valet my truck, and then one day I just happened to leave about $400 in like a little knapsack tucked away in my glove compartment.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got my truck back, 200 was missing.
Mm.
So the young lady with the dreads. Now think about this, Alex, that I had been going there talking positive stuff to them, right? Telling them like, hey, you could do better than this. Let me know if I can help you. But then she still decided to steal something from me, take something from me. I have never had anybody steal anything from me, bro. Never in my life. And so
Right.
that made me feel like, damn, I'm sitting here trying to help this young person, and she literally resorts back to what she knows, and she lost her
Mm-hmm.
job. Am I
Right.
supposed to save her job because she stole 200? So imagine this: I saved her from going to prison, to jail. That's the thing I did, Alan. Because if it was somebody white, they would have reported her. They would have called the police and have her arrested.
Right. Well, but you say she lost her job, so you reported her then.
Say it again.
You say she lost her job.
Yeah, she lost the job, but I could have
But
did something worse. I could have got the police involved. I told them don't call the police. Don't call the police.
okay, I got you.
Because
That's
if
what
they
you're
would have called the
saying.
police, she would have went to jail, right?
Right, but did she confess? Did she
Yeah.
confess that she took it?
Yes, dude. Like they found the money on her.
Right. So okay. My question would have been now. See, I look at it different now. I would have said, well, why did she steal the money? She might have got kids that she can't feed.
But
She
doesn't
might
make it
can't wait
right
to.
though, Alan. But you
No,
can't.
no, no, no. I'm not saying.
Right.
No, I'm not justifying it.
Right.
I'm just saying what was the reason why she took it. You see, that's the thing when people do certain shit. What's the reasons why? Because guess what? If I lost my job today, tomorrow, 2 years from now, and my kids and wife got to eat, guess what I'm gonna do, dog? Y'all know what I'm gonna do. I
Oh
ain't
yeah.
got to tell you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
We
ain't got
know.
to tell you. So
Yeah.
I got some people have to do what they have to do. Now I'm not justifying her wrong because she dead wrong. You see what I'm saying? But also I'm trying to turn maybe a little positive into it too as well because we never know what her circumstances would have been why she took the money from Taz. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
But
just my thing.
the positive was she didn't go to jail.
She didn't go to jail. So
I,
that's
I,
what you're saying.
I feel all that. But if I got to go to jail to feed my kids, then fuck it, I'm going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We get you on that. Dad, you want to get in on that, buddy? Oh, Dad's eating this food, man. Dad, you want to get in on that? Okay. He said, hold on a second. No, I guess what we're saying, Alan, is that, and you're right. It's just that matter of, I mean, like you said, his whole thing was, you there, Wood? Alan. Alan blacked out. Alan went out too. But you there, Alan?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
No. But we're saying is like, because I train kids. You know what I'm saying? And I train kids. And going back to your thing about the slides and stuff like that, because I have done the same thing. And then I don't do a lot of pro bono stuff with kids. But some kids, again, it goes back to a foundation. With some kids, it doesn't matter if they have those Nike slides. It doesn't have if they have the same thing as the other kids have and they're not left behind. They still have it embedded in them that they want to be disruptive. Now, at the same time, you still don't leave that kid behind. You just redirect them the best you can. But then again, too, when you can't redirect them, then you sit down and talk to the parents. But for me, I don't know about you, sometimes in talking to the parents, they look at you like you're doing them wrong. When this right here stems from home, this doesn't stem from you coming to training with me. This bigger than that. You trying to read the index before you read the contents. You see what I'm saying? So in other words, they're looking at me like you did it. I'm like, hold on a second, hold the fuck on, wait a minute. I'm here to train this little fucker. You know what I'm saying? You did this shit at the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're saying is some kids, they just are just disruptive like that. Now again, going back, I think Dad's made a point. Even now, we talking about kids. Now, when they break 18 and they still need that help and that guidance, now that's a whole nother topic. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole nother paradigm right there that we haven't touched on yet. But then again, too, and Taz was right. The big message is he didn't send that kid to the joint. You see what I'm saying? So we're not saying don't leave them left. We're not leaving them behind. But at the same time, we still got to sit there and help the ones that want to be helped and then move forward. You know what I mean? And if they don't want to be helped, then we sit there and try to help them. But if they just don't want that help, then what you do before they spoil the rest of the bunch? What you do in that situation? Des, you read your mic? You good now, Des?
Yeah. I was talking to my daughter in between.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
I can hear y'all though.
Okay. Anybody else want to hit that before we go to the next topic?
Yeah, y'all made a good point, man. I mean, I guess maybe I'm a little more because I'm more hands on with kids, you know,
Right.
and I've been around all kind of different type kids, so I have a little more compassion. Not saying y'all guys don't, but by me coaching at all levels from 5 and on up,
right?
I guess I have a little more compassion. I see different types of kids, as far as like y'all saying the attitudes and so forth. It's just to be hard for me,
right,
because nobody gave up on me. Y'all know all of us did our own thing. Y'all know that.
Right.
You know, all of us know me and Taz done did some shit. We done did some shit.
Right.
But you know, it's just hard for me now, I guess, because I got a son. I can't see myself giving up on my boy. And I look at not because he's my son, because I wouldn't want nobody to give up on him if I wasn't here. Or if it was somebody else's kid. It's just be hard for me to do that. For me to really turn my back on the kid, dog, he got to really be a fucked up motherfucker, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I understand. That's some good conversation we just had about that. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
hopefully someday, other fathers or other role models or other community figures will start realizing that, man, and try to put something together where we can reach out to these guys. Whether we get a group of guys that handle the ones that's real fucked up, the mediocres, and the bottom line, the baby parts of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the only way we're gonna be able to do something in the community now.
Right. And said that, I'm gonna segue to the next topic, man. Because I call this right here, guys, just to get a rep. You know what I'm saying? We all know just to get a rep, you know what I'm saying, by Guru Gang Stuff back in the day. And this is a great segue to the next topic. The relationship between media violence and aggressive behavior is very, very, very strong and it's prevalent. For us, it seems like a race to who can jump off the cliff first. People are doing dumb shit just for views and likes and followers. What say you on that? Let's start with Des. Des, you back now? You good? Or you still eating, talking to your daughter? I'm sorry, let's start with Taz. My fault. You open up.
I'm ready, Tony. I'm ready, Tony. My bad.
Okay, my fault. Let's go with Taz on this one right here. Let's go with Taz on this
Go
one.
ahead.
All right, so for me personally, I'm not on any social media besides LinkedIn, you know. So, and I understand the impact of social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's killing our youth, man. It's killing these women also. These women think they're supposed to look a certain way, so they go get the plastic surgery and they go do this and do that, right?
Go in.
These dudes out here, man. They see on social media. They think that this other guy right over here got the Benz or the Wraith or whatever, and he think he got to go do certain things. But social media is a lie, man. It's people think about this. Think about this, guys. Do anybody ever put anything negative on social media? They only put what looks good on social media.
Talk about it.
Right. Go in on that.
It's a facade, bro. That's all. It's a facade. They make people think that, oh, my life is so great and yours is not, right?
Right.
But think about this. If social media was eliminated for about 6 months, what you think will happen to the world then?
You have a lot more unity.
Yeah.
You have a lot more unity.
Yeah. Well.
Can you hear me, Taz?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think. I mean,
but see, we didn't. But think about it like this: we didn't grow up. Social media was not around when we were coming up, right?
Right.
Nope.
And it forced us to be, like you said earlier. You know, we were out doing things. You said you and Alan was fighting over cutting yards. You know what I mean? Like we had to be creative, man.
Yep.
Right.
Alan, you remember shit? Alan, black kids on the north side doing camping, bro, in the backyard. Who does that?
Yeah.
like we live in suburban America or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the point I'm trying to make, man. It's like these kids, man, it's bad, bro. It's so bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do Des. You back now? You ready to get on that?
Yeah. I'm definitely back.
All right, touch that real quick, man. I'm gonna hear what your thoughts is on that since you are in it.
Social media is the devil. I'm not on it. I dislike the whole platform because it's being used so totally wrong. What my definition of social media is: a bunch of cowards throwing rocks and hiding their hands.
Wow, go in.
So my thing is, but it's such a mass production, and we such trendy people to anything that's cool, even if it's done, we jumping, we all over it. And we the ones suffering. Because if you look now, the biggest thing now is the Popeye chicken sandwich. We up there beating each other up, tearing up our cars.
Man, don't steal my thunder, man. I was about to touch that. Don't steal my thunder, man. What you doing?
Same for the nigga.
Yo,
and we, hey,
yeah,
and
but
we going,
still,
hey, social media got us going in by chicken sandwiches, man.
right,
yeah.
Chicken
right,
sandwiches. That's not even that good, bro. Not even
right.
that good. So just
But
think,
Daz,
man.
I'm gonna take
That
I'm gonna take it a little further, Daz. Check this
go
out.
ahead.
It came and then it went away.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, when has chicken ever run out, bro?
Never,
Ever.
never,
Hey, fuck
never.
that. I'm gonna go. Let me take that shit a little bit deeper. Hold on, Des. I'm gonna get back to you. The dude, the white man was like, I'm surprised that we made 23 million in advertising off the motherfucking chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He's surprised because he's like, isn't chicken is a staple of the black community? But
Yeah,
now y'all
yeah.
running for some damn,
Mm-hmm.
y'all running for a chicken sandwich where you know Big Mama can make that shit? You know what I mean?
Easy,
Y'all seen the video? Shame on the nigga. Y'all seen the
easy,
video? Go ahead,
easy,
Daz. Finish up, man.
easy. And then, like I say, man, now like that's one of our biggest tools. We had a dude escape. Guess what my director said? Check his social media. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
not only is we making ourselves out of a fool, they using it to make us out of a fool, and we
right,
falling for it every single day, man. It's sad. It's
right,
sad. I mean, I don't agree with it at all. Instagram, Facebook, none of it. At
right.
first, I understand it was a platform for people to stay in touch. Go ahead, daughter. I understand it was a platform for us to stay in touch, but now, we our race now, man. We used to can just be cool. Remember, somebody say, "Boy, Woods, boy, you looking cool today." Now we got to
Yeah,
be the coolest now. So
yeah.
on the flip side of that, there, now we got to be dumb. Now we the dumbest now. So and
Mm,
that social media, man, that social media is stinking us. Right?
mm.
Oh, catch that little girl. Come on, little girl, stop hitting them on weak fouls. But yeah, man, it's social media. It's tearing us apart every single day.
Mm,
Every single day, man. On all aspects. You don't see nothing positive on that. Anything positive don't have nothing to do with us.
mm.
If it's a tackling drill, if it's a basketball shooting drill, it's them trying to
Right.
get better. Only thing we put on there is us knocking on somebody's door trying to punch him in the mouth,
Ooh,
or us getting punched in the mouth, or us running out the store stealing,
right,
or anything negative. So
right,
that's where
right.
I'm at with it. I'm done with it, man.
I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna let Allen come in. I'm gonna let him touch this right here before I get my 2 cents in on it. Let him get that. Allen, I'm gonna go ahead on and touch that, man. I want you to touch that.
Man, I messed around and blanked out for a second. What you say about y'all about chicken sandwich?
No,
Nah, you got
no. Just about.
Metro, bro.
What happened?
You got
You got Metro.
freaking
You got
wireless,
Metro around
bro.
this motherfucker. You got.
You
No,
Hey,
I'm,
got freaking wireless.
hey. He got
You got
Popeye Wireless out this motherfucker. What we got?
hey,
yeah,
I
yeah.
messed around and had got a look. Well, actually, I got a call, but I was trying to. I hit the wrong thing. So y'all, what y'all touching on? What you talking about?
What we
It's
got?
on our social media.
We
It's
were talking
social
about
media.
social
Oh,
media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
that's right. That's right. I'm
The
sorry. I'm
effect
sorry.
that it have on us.
Well, now I'm gonna be honest, man. The social media on the effect on us. Taz made a good point. Dad made a good point. The shit is corrupt, but it's how you use the social media. Now y'all know I ain't on no social
Right.
media. On social media,
Right.
I just got Snapchat about 3 months ago,
Right.
and everything. Facebook never been on. That shit is the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Never been on Facebook. I ain't fucking with it. And I ain't fucking with Facebook. I wouldn't give a damn. Snapchat, I just been on that, man, cause I watch my short, my kids, and make sure everything on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? I just got an iPhone. Maybe this is the first iPhone I ever had, so the FaceTime thing. But social media definitely it could be used for good and bad.
Yeah.
Far as promoting your business or putting certain information out, positive information is good. I think, Tone said, if they, I forgot which one you guys said, to say that they took a social media away,
Yeah.
and you could
Definitely.
not put nothing on you could not put nothing on social media unless it was positive.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the impact or influence that it would have on our youth today
Good point.
if they did that. You see what I'm saying? Or do you guys? I'm just gonna propose. Or do you guys think social media will fall off? You see what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
think I think it'll may fall off for a minute, but it'll pick back up because now you're opening up these kids' minds
Right.
to see the success stories. How many success stories you see on on YouTube or Facebook. The
Not
success
ours,
stories
cuz.
now.
Not ours.
Exactly. But see, not only success stories, I'm talking about successful African Americans. How many of us done went on there, done made it, and put something on there from day one?
Right.
Now I ain't talking about that damn that body waist, that band shit that Gucci Man wife wearing. I ain't talking about
Right.
that shit. I'm talking about
Right.
something positive. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's my take on it. I mean, it's good and it's good. It be used for good and it's more so used for bad now though because they got all these kids thinking, this is the life with the guns and the money and all that shit be bullshit. And
Right.
half of them ain't even living that life. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? If you living that life, then okay, cool. But if you ain't living that life, don't do that, man, because you fucking up somebody else's child.
Right.
They ain't. Trust me.
My take on it, boys, is this right here, guys. I would say this, man. I think that social media, the youth don't realize today that social media, a lot of companies, when it comes to hiring, they look at your social media profile and
Yes,
see
Yep.
sir.
see can you represent their brand. See, people
Yep.
don't realize that the way you actually the way you move on social media is they sitting there saying, okay, we see you fill out the application, but I'm looking at your social media and it tells me a different story about you.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you're not a
Yep.
good fit
Yep.
for the brand of our company. And so when
Yep.
you sitting there having twerk contests, you cursing every 30 seconds and stuff like that. And when you doing that, even though your application speaks of, oh yeah, I'm good with word, I can speak well, I'm on time, I'm prompt. But then again,
Yeah.
too, when they look at you, they's like,
You
hold
got
on a
your ass
second.
out.
You got your asshole out. You see what I'm saying? Your asshole is all the way out. And then you sitting there saying you want to sit there and work for a company. So they're looking at you different. And then again, too, nowadays, I think, man, you said this, Alan, in the back chat, social media is just not about the kids. It's about adults as well. Because nowadays, just think about in the last 5 years, how many people don't kill somebody on social media and then live stream it. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know who said that social media was bad. I think it was Des or Allen said social media was the devil, something like that. And
Yeah.
it's all bad. It just depends on how you use it. It was a
Yep.
guy, he walked up to this old man and shot him just for the sake of social media. It was another dude who killed this lady on social media, on Facebook, and just live streamed it. Then you had this young girl who hung herself because she was being bullied just for the sake of
Yeah.
saying, look what you made me do. And I'm a live stream
Yeah.
this right here. So again, it's all about how you utilize social media for the greater good of yourself, especially, I'm gonna say this too, going back to the parents. Hold on, I got you out. Going back to the parents don't regulate social media for their kids. And I said this other day, you don't realize your TV is a social media because it's a smart TV. You see what I'm saying? Because you can do everything on that TV as you can on that tablet or on the computer. You can sit there and type in something, and you can. One thing people we don't do, what parents don't do, it's a parental lock on there. You can
Yep.
on that smart TV, you can change what your kids see and don't see. Same thing on the tablet. You can change that stuff up, but do they do it? No. And they just sit there and say, "Oh, not my kid. Nope, not my kid. John ain't gonna do that shit." So
Yep.
that's my take on it. Alan, what you want to go in on that?
Just a quick top, just a quick question, to you guys. Do you think they monitor social media? The so-called the people that run it. I don't think they do because look at all the violence that done happen on social media that they letting you record.
Yeah,
If you start seeing these things and they say they'll shut down, you know what I'm talking about. I can't about them butt pirates. They'll shut that down.
yeah,
But
But if
yeah.
you see
what's their
somebody saying,
object though,
if
Will?
if
You gotta
if,
look at
if
their object. Their
I
object
understand
is
that,
to increase views and increase madness.
right?
That's
I
what their
understand
object
that,
is.
but listen what I'm saying. But they say they monitor the social media and they
Mm-hmm.
shut it off on certain things. Why wouldn't you shut it off of a kid sitting there in the hang cell? Why would you even post that shit?
Mm,
As a parent, I'm furious about that.
mm.
But you could post other bullshit or somebody say some bullshit that somebody ain't like, and you would take that shit off or you'll shut it down before they even get farther. But you'll show a girl, young teenager getting hanging herself.
Let
Man,
me
get the fuck out of here. That bull ass shit.
Alan, you made a great point. Let me walk that down a little bit
Yeah.
further because before it's being posted, they got the Facebook, whoever it is, the powers that be, got to view it.
Check
They
it.
got to look at the
There
shit.
we go. There we go.
They got to look at what's going on, and then they have to sit there and say,
Okay.
your video is ready for viewing.
Thank you.
Imagine that shit. Once it's finished, you get a notification saying your video is ready for viewing. Just like the it was a while back. It was a 5-year-old girl giving this old guy oral sex, and he live streamed the shit, and Facebook let him upload it, and then again too, you get the notification saying your video is ready for viewing. So Alan is right. So you're 100% correct.
See that?
They let shit like that happen. They let shit like that happen. So that's my take on it. Taz, you want to finish up on that? Let Taz close that out right there, because I think he came in and knocked it out the park. So I'm gonna let it's only right that I let you close that topic out.
No, man, I totally agree with everybody saying, man. Dude, we just gotta stay on top of these kids and let them know, man. Just be more creative instead of being on social media, man.
Right.
Each one teach one.
Social media, just use it for positive things. You know, if you got a business, yeah, social media is great for business, marketing.
Right.
But as far as competing with everybody else, no, bro, it's not good.
Right.
End it like that.
Well, that's gonna bring me up to the third topic, and I know, guys, this is a hot button topic amongst parenting. I'm gonna tell you now, Big Duke. This is why they say Big Duke, all fire, no smoke. Guys, we're talking about parenting. Okay. When we talk about parenting, according to the CDC, 4 out of 10 children are born to unwed mothers. Okay, nearly 2/3 of those born, are born to mothers under the age of 30. Also, is it safe to Also, it's safe to say families in tight increase high school and college graduation rates. So in other words, when the family is together, when it's 2 parents in the household, that's going to increase your graduation rate, and on top of that, employment. So for me, I hear this all the time on these YouTube streets. I'm gonna tell you now, and this is what my question is. I'm gonna come to Dez. I'm gonna come to you first. The female would say, why he laying down with that psych chaser and did not use a condom, and dudes would say, she knew what time it was, we were just fucking, and I did not want a baby. So my question to you fellas is, who carries the most weight in this situation and why? Dez, lead us off, baby.
All right, just like your grandma would say, daddy's maybe, but mama's definitely, right? So, hey, the women, hey, at the end of the day, they got to be accountable for it, because you already know what you're dealing with. When you're dealing with somebody that's a possibility gonna run out on you, and there's nowhere for you to run, you got to make a decision. But me personally, from my perspective, I think it's, the problem lies with both people, not just one person, because it takes 2 to do it, not one person. So, but with today's society, man, what they say is papa's maybe. What they say? What do they say out there?
That's it. Yeah, papa's you know the shit. You know that.
Mama's babies, papa's
maybe. Yeah,
something like that though. And that's held true, man, because guess what? All you see right now when we go to the park and we have tiny mic practice and modern mic practice, you see if it's 22 kids, you see 17 mamas, and then you'll see 3 or 4 daddies. That's
Ooh, shit. That's it. Hold on. Before I let the next person get that, I gotta say this. I get so tired. Of saying the female blaming the dude blaming the female. Listen, 2 adults made a conscious decision to lay down.
To do it.
Did nobody force that dude to shove his dick into that female, and nobody forced that female to part her legs to take that dick. You know what I'm saying? So I get so tired of hearing that, oh man, she knows up. This, that, like you said, it takes 2. You know what I mean? DJ Rob Best said, but it takes 2 to make the thing go right. You know what I mean? You can't sit there and put that weight on that female. You can't sit there and put that weight on that dude. And that's just it. I'm gonna bring this home. I want Alan to bring that home. I'm gonna hit Taz. Taz, what you got on that, my dude?
So, hold on a second.
Go ahead.
All right, so it does take 2, right?
Right.
But you have a family, right? The man's supposed to be the lead of the family, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to be the head. Now, if we're not married, bro, yeah, I mean, it takes two responsible adults to make the decision if they want to go ahead and bring a child into this world or even have sex. It's honestly, man, it's a touchy subject because on one aspect of we supposed to be the leaders, right? Men
Yeah.
supposed to be the leaders.
Right.
Y'all agree with that?
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's in the
Okay,
book.
that's in the book, right?
Yes,
So even
sir.
if you're not married and you meet a young lady, you're supposed to lead that lady because she's not more than likely capable of making the ultimate decision, you know. And then
Yep.
you see what happened with Eve, like she was led by the serpent to eat the apple, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So with that being said, bro, I mean, we as men, we supposed to lead and make the
Yep.
ultimate decisions of what's going to happen in the future with our family, whether it be bring a child into this world or we get married.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, man, you know, it's easier said than done because look, we all have done things that we are not proud of, or we have done things in the heat
Yeah.
of the moment.
Spare moment.
But now, as an older adult, you know, it's important that we understand that we are the head, we are the lead, and especially if you have daughters, man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you need to teach her. Like,
Yes,
listen, you
sir.
don't open your legs for no man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you need to teach her the right things to do, the right way to live life, because she may end up just like the statistics, like the CDC says. You know, 4 out of 10, bro. That's real.
Right.
So that's my take on it.
Cool. All right, Alan, my dude, bring this shit home, man. Bring that motherfucker home.
Okay, man. Let me. I want you to repeat the question, Tony. 'Cause I want to
All
make
right.
sure everybody understands the question that you asking
All right.
before I get his answer.
All right. Okay. So the question is, man, I hear this all the time in the YouTube streets. Females will say why he laid down with that psych chaser and did not use a condom. Dudes will say she knew what time it was, we were just fucking, and I did not want a baby. My question to the fellas is, who carries the most weight in these situations and why?
I'm agree with. I'm gonna say it's both. Now, two adults when they decide to do that, they made a conscious decision to do that. Okay,
Right, right.
so she says she's pregnant. Okay, dude said he didn't want the baby. He don't want the baby. Okay, well, first of all, if you're gonna have sex, you should have strapped up because there's a possibility that you're gonna get her pregnant.
And that's what we teach y'all the truth.
That's a strong possibility, a
Right,
very strong possibility. Now I blame the woman as well because number one, you shouldn't have let him went up in you without the protection.
right.
That's number two, because not only the baby, you got disease and so forth, and I go for both. And I go for both.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dez hit. I think it was Dez hit it when he said Paul. 22 kids on the team, 17 mamas.
Yeah,
How many that leave? How many dads that leave?
yeah, yeah.
That's five. It's on. That's five, right? Now, how many 22 5-year-old tiny mites are girls? If anybody can answer that, I think Dad can answer that. I'm quite sure everybody
Zero.
can. Is there any
Zero.
girls on that tiny mite? Huh?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So
We had one the whole time I was at
okay.
Lake Show.
Right. We only had one. Right. Right. Okay. Well. Okay. So that's 22 boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know you had this boy 5 years because you can start playing Dynamite at 5. Now you are so you still mad at her at 5 for 5 years now?
Mm-hmm.
That boy's still here. So that means you got 17 mamas that's trying to raise 17 boys.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. That's 17 mama trying to raise 17 boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That means the mama taking them to the practices because she's trying to get somebody to lead her son in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, Tony came with this subject here because I'm finna open this shit up totally.
Yeah.
17 mama raising 17 boys. but you got 17 boys, daddy not there to practice. But you bring your ass to the game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Now you want to dictate your son playing time. Why is he not playing, and so forth. That's not good because I wouldn't give a damn if me and my wife didn't make it when my son was born. I'm gonna be there for my son because
Mm-hmm.
he needs that male role model in his life. Not so much as the coach, but his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have that, that opens up a whole nother different thing. Then you got these mamas, the 17 mamas now. But you bought your son here for me,
Mm-hmm.
the coach, the teaching, and so forth. I had a contract, Coach Dez know. I had a contract saying this, that, and the other. Your son will be disciplined. Your son will not be talked to any kind of way. If you need help with him father's homework, if you need us to come to the school, we'll do that. But you'll come to the practices and show your ass
Mm.
because you feel like your son being I guess you may say he not being treated fairly, but he's being treated just like any other kid. So if you bringing him to us because
Let them work.
because of the dad beat dad ass ain't in that 17 mom at the 17 other mamas is bringing these kids to practice, let us do what we're supposed to do. We trying to help you, not hurt you. So it's I blame both, man. But I'm also blame the fathers because I understand they're gonna say that well she keep my son away from me. Well, no, she can't keep that, not by the law.
Mm-hmm.
You go to them people like they do. Go to them people just like they do. Then you get your rights just like her. I'm gonna tell you how you fuck them up though, man. Go get your rights. Tell them you want them 6 months, and they get them 6 months. Watch how they start agreeing with your ass then. And I'm done with that shit, Tony.
Ooh, wait. All right. All right. Ooh. All right. I want to touch on this, guys. I want to throw you guys a curveball, and I want to get your take on it. What about the pay-per-view kid? The kid that's considered pay-per-view from the father that's doing what he need to be doing. But at the same time, you got that mother that got so much vitriol and so much malice in the heart that she look at it like, you know what? If you ain't paying, you can't see Johnny. You can't see Johnny. You doing everything you need to be doing. So since you ain't paying, you can't see Susie. You can't see John Doe. You can't see him. So hit on that right there. I want to talk about that. What about the pay-per-view kid? I call them pay-per-view kids. Taz, what you got, my dude? You like that?
Pay-per-view
Pay-per-view
kid.
kid.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
That's
funny.
relevant shit there, boy. God damn.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it goes back to the original topic. You know, people not making the right decisions. You know, if both adults had agreed to raise that kid together, they wouldn't even be in that situation, right?
Right.
The problem with the whole
Mm-hmm.
system is that these women, they like you said, they have malice in their hearts and they want to take a man for everything he got because he's not in her life anymore, and she wants to try to use the kid as a weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
But like Ellis said, this is how you get them, because if you're a real man and you had a child by a woman, okay, you will fight for custody for that child also. You will
You
get
goddamn
custody.
right.
So you don't have to pay. You don't have that pay-per-view child. She can't dictate whether you see your child or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you're gonna be a real man and take care of your responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I got to say about that.
Good shit. Des, let me come into you, man, on that right there. What you got?
Man, to be honest with you, we kind of beating a dead horse because, like we said earlier, it's not two adults no more. It's two kids. So that's why
Woo!
we having all this. That's why we having all this controversy now. We
Facts.
expecting two dumbass kids to act like
Facts.
two adults, which not gonna happen. That's just ain't gonna happen, bro. That ain't gonna happen. You talking about a 17-year-old from Jackson and a 16-year-old from Paxton having a kid. The old Paxton and the old Jackson.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's where we at with this here, man. We kind of mix apples and oranges here. Now, but if we're gonna talk about when we talking about adults, you got to go through the system and do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And get your rights. Now we talking about kids, then you talking about toilet paper in your car, busting your tires out, calling your mama house, all that old stupid junk, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta define who we talking about on this one here, Tony.
That's what's up. That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. I think anybody else want to finish up on that, because I think that's a great closeout right there. I think Dad said it best, man. It's just when you have two kids making childish decisions, then you get a childish outcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said,
Every time.
like you said, the old saying go, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So I mean, and
Exactly.
that right there, I mean, you can't. That was a great way to close that topic out, guys, because you're right. That topic right there can go down the rabbit hole, and you get so many people, you know what I mean, bumping heads over a simple solution. Two adults,
Grandparents,
you know what I mean, right? Two adults,
kids.
right? Grandparents, and like you said, you know, nowadays when you have two kids playing childish games, then Big Mama is 35. Somebody catch that later on. Somebody get that later on. See, Big Mama now is 33 to 35. Back in the day, Big Mama was Big Mama. She was 65, 70-something years old. But nowadays, when you have
drinking
like
RCs.
Wow, come on, Dad. You hit me with RC? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. But now, like Dad said, when you have two kids playing around doing childish things, then Big Mama now is 33. Now it's time to drop my kids off so I can go to the club and my mama can take care of the kids. So I think Dad said it best. That's a great way to close it out. I want to come up on the last topic, guys. It's called Day One, the Aftermath. So here's the scenario for you guys. And anybody can sit there and chime in on this right here when I finish. I want to see what your take is on this. Here's the scenario. You get caught up in the streets doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You do your time. Now you're out looking for a job, but you got that felony hanging over your head. Nobody wants to hire you. You have limited to no resources. So the question is, how does that person keep from having an idle mind? Because everybody know idle mind is a devil workshop. Anybody?
Can I go first?
Yep.
Well, what I would do, I would support. I would have to surround myself around positive people. Idle mind is a devil workshop. That is a very true statement.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to change my mindset. I would have to change the company, because if I don't change neither one of those, I will be right back where I just left from.
Damn, good point.
And that's just simple in my case. Mm-hmm. You have to change your company, be around positive people that's doing things. And when they see that you're not bullshitting, one of those guys, I promise you, gonna give you that chance. I promise you.
Mm. Taz, what you got on that?
I totally agree, man. You know, you can't sit around and wait for stuff to come to you. You know, you got to make moves. And I like to tell people all the time, man, in this day and age, there's so many different ways that you can make money. And honestly, you might not want to work for a corporation, just like you're not geared to go to college. Everybody's not good to go to college, man. You can make your own way. Look at you, Tony. You have your own fitness, company. It's so many ways. I mean, we have a mutual friend. I won't mention his name, but he got his own AC business. You know, he did time, right?
Right.
So it's so many different ways that people can get out there and make money. It's just that if you got the will and you're willing to work hard, I mean, I don't think nothing should hold you back, bro. Nothing at all. So
nice. Des, what's up, my dude?
Exactly like Alan said.
You borging, Des. Des borged out. You there?
Yeah. He got that motherfucking that straight talk.
Yeah, that's that motherfucking. He got that damn Church's Chicken Wireless out this motherfucker.
Hello.
Yeah, Des, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Hello.
It's on you. Yeah, Des, we hear you.
Yeah, that's that straight talk.
Yeah, it's motherfucking straight talk. But let me see. I got it. I don't like that shit. So yeah, I mean that's what's up. I think when he come back in, I'll let him finish his point, and then we'll conclude this thing up.
Man, my wife had called me, man, knocked me out. But
you straight? You good?
Am I still on? Is it still
That's
on
you?
me?
Yeah, it's on you. It's on you. Go ahead.
My bad, man, fella. But like Alan said, man, I agree totally. You keep playing in dirt, you're gonna stay dirty. If you don't try to clean yourself up and surround yourself, put yourself in that washing machine with some good detergent, you're gonna stay dirty. It's so many programs and avenues out there, and there's so many different angles and different ways that you can approach life once you slow it down and get out of that fast life. But if you continue going fast, you're gonna crash. I guarantee you every time. Because you gotta look at this up, man. I hear, Tony, you got a fitness business, right?
Right.
Why would you chase down a guy, a two-time loser, when you got that kid that did everything he was supposed to do, went to college, took up physical therapy, took up sports medicine, and you got to make a choice between saving this kid from a community, this inner city community, or picking up this kid here that graduated from college that really need that burn, that really need that opportunity. So hey man, if you put yourself behind that 8 ball with them felonies and that childish gangster, fake prankster, wankster, gangster mentality, you got to deal with the outcome. So the deeper you dig that hole, the more you got to look up and see how you gonna get out of it. So that's kind of on you, man. We all put on our pants, just one leg at a time, you know.
Bonus round, boys. Bonus round. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna see what you guys think about this. Like I said in the opening, guys, Duval is such a mystique city. It's so mystique, you know what I mean, that when people come there, they never know what to expect. Like, you know, you can sit there and talk about, you know, you hear people talk about all the time, or don't go into West Chicago. Don't go into East St. Louis. Don't go in a certain part of Arkansas, whatever it can be. But sometimes when you talk about Duval, you never know where you can go or where you can go there to get that ass tapped. So what's your guys' take on that? Why is that construct like that so prevalent to Duval versus I know Taz, you have been traveling around, stuff like that. Why you think that is though? Why you think Duval have such that mystique about it that you can't sit there and say don't go on the north side? You can't sit there and say don't go to Bay Meadows or Mandarin, something like that, because you can get touched across the board. You know what I mean? Versus like Chicago, you know, like west side of Chicago is like, you know, hey, don't go in there. South side, right. And you can go across the bridge and everything is love. You know what I mean? You can't do that here. So I'm gonna sit there and ask Taz because, you know, I ask everybody, but Taz, you traveled. So why you think that is that mystique about Duval is so prevalent?
Well, I just think that, you know, over the years, man, from basically when we grew up, it was no like gang activities like it is now, right? And I think honestly, Tony, I just think that Duval County is similar to every other bad city, you know, bad places in the United States, whether it be Southside Chicago or be, you know, Inglewood, California, or I can't even think of the name, you know, but you understand what I'm saying. Right. So I think that, you know, people are only going to commit crime where crime already exists, right? Or you can get I just think as if you come to Jacksonville, you know, I don't think people are going to like mess with you in certain areas of Jacksonville. You understand what I'm saying? Like you go out to the beach, or you go out to Queens Harbor, or, you know, just different areas. They know not to do certain things to you out there. Just like Chicago, you go to the Gold Coast of Chicago, downtown Chicago, nobody's messing with you, bro. No one. Right. But you go across that bridge, you go to the South Side, you end up in the wrong neighborhood. Yeah, anything can happen to you.
Right. No. I will say this, and I'm only pushback I give you, Taz, because I don't been to Compton, I don't been to Long Beach, and I don't been to Duval. You know what I'm saying? And I don't been to places. And I'm gonna tell you, man, even though Compton got that rep, even though Long Beach got that rep, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Duval is a whole nother spectrum, man. It's like a whole nother paradigm, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna just sit there and say that because I don't been there. I don't been to. The only thing I can relate to it is some rough in Brazil. Now you can't fuck with them boys overseas. Cube said it in '91. I can't fuck with them overseas. You know what I'm saying? So it's something about Duval that it really is just a different type of vibe. Des, I think you want to touch that.
Because it's home to us. It's home to us. That's why
Okay.
we
There
have
we
Okay.
go.
mystique.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
There
it's
we
home
go.
to us. And the biggest problem that we're having is that we're not really running us right now. Like all our government, all our people in charge, they not originally from Jacksonville, man. They not.
Right.
So
Okay.
they're never gonna be able to understand Jacksonville as a whole. You
Mm.
know? So that's why I say what I said from the beginning. It's we got to hold ourselves accountable. We're not helping each other. That's where we lacking at. We're not
Mhm.
helping each other. You
Mhm.
know, I don't know whether we got the right candidates out there or what. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's a flaw in our suit. It's a flaw in our suit. It ain't nobody holding us back. It's us. It's us, man.
Agreed. Agreed. Woods, what's up, man, on that?
Here you go.
You know it.
Here you go.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
Well, that's why I tell I can really relate to on both all over the city. I've been all over the city, did a few things all over the city, and all this shit bad to me. You know, people always saying about the north side is the baddest. It ain't. My man gonna speak in a minute. But when I say this, I know he gonna touch. The media, don't put the shit out there. Now, by my man Dad's been an officer, and I wish I had my other boy on here.
Mm-hmm.
They got the radio. They know what's going on in the city. The goddamn media put so much shit on the north side till it's ridiculous. So they make you where you don't want to be on the north side. But the crime is not the north side.
It's everywhere.
It's not. It's everywhere. They just not reporting it. Prime example, Tony. I sent you the article the other day.
Yeah.
2 top-notch so-called areas in Jacksonville had murder. But you know why they said something about it? Because one of the man with the knife, the Caucasian with the knife, brandished it towards the police officer. They shot him. Okay. I'm shocked they did that. I'm
That's
shocked.
the first thing I learned in the academy.
I'm shocked they even shot him based on how things been going on around the country so far. But I'm shocked. But the reason they brought it to attention because his family called the media and said that they shouldn't have shot him. He needed help. That's the only I guarantee you that's the only reason it got on the media. I promise you, but anything else happened, something happened up here on Garfield. Old man got shot in the stomach. They took a gallon of milk and some ice cream from him. I believe that's what it was. But he got shot. Who the fuck would shoot an old man? That's stupidity though. That needs to be addressed. That should have been put on the news so they can find out who the fuck did it and handle their ass accordingly. But they need to. My thing is with the media, everything that happens bad, announce everything that happened bad. Don't pick and choose your goddamn stories. Don't do that because the only thing you're doing is bringing one area down and trying to raise the other. That's all you're doing. But guess what? When you're doing that, you know they already don't want us in certain areas. So when we get a little money and we move to your area, now we pushing y'all ass out of there.
White flight.
You see what I'm saying? We pushing y'all out of there now.
Yeah,
So
it's called white flight.
Get what you gonna say next when something really happened over there in Nocatee. Oh, now crime high now because of the blacks over there. But the shit been high. Think about the opioid, the heroin, the crack cocaine. It ain't us now that's on it. We own it, but it's just as much as more of them on it than us. So crime is everywhere. Now what? Now I'm gonna leave it with that. Now I know my boy gonna speak on it when I say about that crime everywhere. I know he is, but I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna say this, man. And me and Alan, we had this right here. We had this talk, and I'm gonna say this, and then Des, I'm gonna let you finish this up. And we said, man, Alan was talking about this in the back chat, and Alan didn't agree with the thing about black people versus niggas. And I said, well, I really, for me, I disagree. Reason being because it's black men on this panel. But it was a nigga who shot me 4 times. You see what I'm saying? And that's the distinction that I make between it because a black man is upstanding, he's upwardly mobile, he's going about his business, he's about his purpose. He's doing what he need to be doing. But then again, too, when he laced me up and shot me up 4 times at 9:43 in the morning, you know what I mean? Just because air is free, you know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't just simply do that. You know what I mean? And that's my take on it, because, like I said, the media is going to ram it down your throat. They're going to sit there and ram it down your throat. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Nobody on this panel is just going to go around, you know what I mean, putting bullets in people and stuff like that. He left me for dead, took my truck, and drove off. That's not a black man. That's not a man who's about his business. That's not a man who's sitting there saying, yo, I don't got time for that. I got time to do what I need to do to take care of my family. You know what I mean? I got to go about my business. So that was my difference that I will make between the two. You know what I mean? I'll happily make that right there, because at the same time, that even though it didn't stop me, I still played ball after that. You know what I mean? And I mean, it was a blessing that he didn't hit any vital things. They did have to take an artery out of one leg to save a leg. But at the same time, I'm going to sit there and say that I'm going to put my 2 cents on that. And then, Des, I'm going to let you bring it home, because I know you're in law enforcement. I want you to bring it home and segue what Alan was talking about.
Well, again, I do agree with Alan about the crime being on all sides of town.
Right.
And another thing is, too, is the crime on all sides of town is because we on all sides of town now. We're not just on the north side no more. We're not just out east no more. We on the west side. We in Riverside. We on the south side. We in Mandarin. And it goes back to what I originally said. We don't have the ability to teach or to help each other the way we used to back when we was kids. And with that being said, is when we see a kid, when we see a kid doing something, we got to sit around and ponder the approach we got to get them to make sure we don't get our head or face blown off. And by then, the act done been done then. So you got that white flag, but I take it a little more personal. We just was raised a little bit different. Like in my neighborhood where I stay at, I got all Hispanics stay around me. No more whites no more, because they moved out. Now me, if the person two houses down from me have a party and they ask to park in front of my house, okay, cool. Long as they ask, even if they did, long as they don't block my driveway, I'm cool. But guess what? The whites, they're gonna call the police if the music too loud. You know why? Because y'all done smoking weed and you're drinking. We ain't gonna do none of that though. Cause guess what? We don't want to be in nobody's business. But at the same time, we gotta be here. We gotta be accountable for our actions, and we gotta hold the other ones accountable too. So sometimes we might need to call somebody and check them jokers, because that'll prevent somebody from getting killed that night. You get what I'm saying? But we won't take it that step farther because of the way we was raised to mind our own business. But at the end of the day, all us should be our business. Would you rather hear? Okay, the neighbor down the street called the police while the police pulled up while the guy had the gun. Nobody called the police, and later on they all got drunk and high, and they end up shooting somebody. Which one would you rather hear if that's your child? So at the end of the day, man, we got to start holding each other accountable, and we can't be afraid to stand up and say something in certain situations.
There we
man.
go. Yes, sir. You can
Hold on, Des.
A lot of times we be like,
hold that thought, Des, because I want that to stick, and I want everybody to touch that. Why are we afraid to hold each other accountable and give us that pass and just be like, oh well, you know, they'll be all right, they'll get it on the next one? Why are we so afraid to hold each other accountable?
Because it's that me mentality. It's that me mentality. Okay, well, shoot, I'm going to work every day. My wife going to work every day. I got my kids in private school, so I ain't really worried about all of that stuff. No, at the end of the day, guess what? You can have all your ducks in a row, but guess what? That kid that you could have told something earlier be that kid that gets you coming out of Publix and go ahead and shoot you in your hip because you ain't saying that to him 5 years ago when he was a kid. So,
and remember you.
Yeah, and sometimes we kind of, we have a tendency to forget where we come from. We get a couple dollars, we get us a good job, we ain't going back in the hood. Guess what? You ain't got to go back in the hood, but guess what? Go in your neighborhood and teach someone that look like you.
Didn't I tell you that last week? Didn't I say that, Tony? Didn't I tell you that, Tony?
Go in your neighborhood and teach the ones that look like you. See, you get what I'm saying? Because if someone look like you, that's on the ignorant tip about to jump off the Main Street
No.
Bridge and dive head first into nigga shit.
Let me
Go ahead and
take
teach
that.
some of them.
Let me take that a step further, Des. Here's the thing. Not even go back in the hood. And Taz, I'll let you finish this up. Here's the thing. What we do when black people get a little money. When black people get a little bit of money, you know what they'll do? They'll go back to their old hood and floss in front of the people who can't get out. You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. They'll go back in their old hoods and floss like a mug. Look what I got. Look where I'm at now. But you know what they won't do? They won't go into like a white neighborhood and do that because you know why? White people look at them like you stupid. You know what I'm saying? White people look at you like, right? They sit there like, what the fuck? You ain't doing shit. They don't do nothing to me. We've been had that. We've been had that. But what we'll do when we get up where we want to go, nice car and stuff like that, you'll go back, post up, speak to everybody and shit, showing your jewels and stuff like that, showing what you got.
Yeah, this is 2019 thing here.
Right. Yeah, and they looking at you like, okay, cool, I see you. Let you creep around here one more time. You know what I mean? One more again, I got something for that ass. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, you know what I mean? And that's just the nature of it. Taz, I know you want to touch on that, man. I see you around that way. What you got?
Nah, man, I like to think that I'm totally, different from a lot of people that get in certain positions or so-called get a couple of dollars in their pockets because, Alan, you can, if you disagree with me, Alan, speak up. When I became, so-called successful, Alan, did I change anything about myself, bro?
No, you didn't.
Okay, did I not reach out? Did I not try to help other people that looks like me get into the same industry as me?
Oh yeah, you definitely did.
Do I not
and still doing it. And still doing it,
bro. But the thing is, Tony, I honestly feel like I'm out here by myself doing this shit, bro.
I feel you. I definitely concur with it. I concur with that. I concur with that shit. I concur.
Well, let me say this, Taz. No, I've been knowing you when we was shorty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I told Tony, I ain't even tell Tony who I was gonna have on here till yesterday, and I wasn't gonna tell him. Mm-hmm. I know where you done came from, bruh. Keep doing what you're doing. Somebody that's just like you going to visit and say, well, damn, if Taz doing it, and I know where especially if they know you from where you came from, I can do the same goddamn thing. But guess what, Taz? I'm trying to get where you at. I want to help people. And guess what? The Lord gonna bless me where I'm able to do that. I got some things working right now, dog. And maybe you'll talk on another time about that I'm trying to do now because I want to help people. I got some young cats I want to help. I want to give them a second chance because they don't get that second chance, dog. You see what I'm saying? I got some shit. I got a second chance. Now, I ain't where I want to be at, but I'm damn sure far from where I was. You see what I'm saying? So, my thing is what I'm trying to do now is give people second chances. And I know that's what you're trying to do. That's why, you got to sit down and talk again on some things because I know people that you don't know. And you know people that I don't know. So we can help each other. But that's the key right there, dog. Don't give up what you're doing. Even though you feel like you by yourself, dog, don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And eventually, dog, it's gonna pop for you, man.
And you know what? He's right, Taz. But at the same time, I mean, it is hard because, man, sometimes you just feel like you just solo, dude. And I get it. And I share that same sentiment that it is rough out here because you don't even know how many of us sit there and just think that my training is fucking pro bono. They really just sit there and was like, you know what I mean? Shit, that's just Tone. He'll hook me up. And I'm like, damn, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? Yeah, man, just hook me up with this, man. Just hook me up with that, man. Just fuck it. I was like, and that right there sometimes make me mad as much as I want to help. And I do help. I do a lot of pro bono shit or deals and kickbacks and stuff like that. But a lot of times, man, when we dealing with us, they think that shit is just like, yeah, man, he gonna hook me up with this shit. He'll hook me up with that right there. And they don't get it. So Alan is right. Just sit there and stay the course, and you'll see it. You'll see that shit turn around for you, man. Because it'll prosper for you in another way, other than from like monetary gains, stuff like that. It'll prosper for you helping somebody, and then they say, no, you'll help them, and then they help somebody else, and then that's the fruits of your labor right there. So keep tugging away, man. Keep tugging away at that shit. Guys, if anything you guys want, any topics you want to revisit before we close this thing out?
I don't have any topics, man. You know what?
Go ahead. Go in. Man, go in with that bullshit. Go in, man.
Well, fuck it. Well, fuck it then. The damn chick that shot that black boy, that's the police.
Right.
They gave this motherfucker 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Is that the motherfucker they gave 10 years?
Yeah. 10 years,
okay.
Yeah.
But you broke in his house. You say you ain't know where you was at. You called your partner, you was on the phone. Say you fucked up. Y'all did all this conversating. The man ended up dying. Okay. I got a few problems. I got a problem with the punk ass judge.
Thank you.
Because he want to be the fucking friend.
Thank you.
I got a problem with the brother.
Thank you.
Because I look. Don't think I'm not. I ain't racist. I'm not none of that. I'm for what's right.
Right.
And I'm still human. You hurt my brother. Now I can say I can forgive you. I'm not doing all that touchy feeling. I'm not doing all that. I can't do it. That judge, all that hugging and all that. What about the other people that done certain crime that's less than that, and you threw the goddamn book at?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Come see, I'm telling you, man, we got to start looking at people when we put these people in these certain positions, dog.
Yeah.
They ain't just start showing this shit.
Right.
They showed y'all this shit when they was younger.
Right.
The shit they gonna do, dog.
Right.
They show this shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We got to put people. We don't have to put people. We just need to put people in positions that's gonna be fair across the board, man. I'm tired of seeing that shit that ain't fair, dog. If it doesn't matter, cross the board, it need to be across the board. Period.
I'm gonna say this, Alan. I'm gonna pick it back up what you just said, and I'm gonna take that shit a step further. Matter of fact, I'm gonna march this motherfucker down the road. I think that she would have got more time if what you said, if the bailiff went over there brushing the motherfucking hair.
Yeah.
The
What
judge,
kind of shit is that?
Right. The judge gonna come off her bench and give her personal Bible. And then the brother is sitting there sobbing and crying. I mean, with this old pussy ass motherfucking look on his face saying he don't even wish her to go to jail. So for me, I think that she would have got more time if all those three things didn't occur. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you sitting there having your brother, to me, just to look at the passion, that was passionate. To see her brother, see his brother hug her, just that hug, that embrace, that wasn't like, okay, a cool hug. That was a fucking embrace. That was a passionate ass embrace.
It was. That knocked 10 years off her shit.
Damn right. And for the judge to sit there and give her personal Bible, and just like you said, I guarantee there's plenty black guys that came in there with less crimes than that, and she threw the book at the motherfucker.
You better motherfucking know it. You better motherfucking know it.
Taz, I want you to do me a favor, man. I want you to touch that, and I want to see if you got anything different than that. And if you do, I'm gonna get in your ass. No.
Nah, man, I totally agree with everything y'all saying, man. But y'all know the system is corrupt. Y'all know that. It's not geared towards, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and people of color. You know that. And for those who commit crimes that are the other color, they always get the leniency. So it's just a corrupt system that we, in a corrupt world that we live in. So that's just it, man.
Right. Cool. That's what's up. All right, fellas, man. I think this was a good talk. Again, man, you talking about what? Taz, we go back shit. 5th grade, I'm gonna say 5th, 4th grade, something like that.
Yeah.
So Alan, we go way back. You know what I mean? Alan, as far as one of them dudes we hung out, we used to walk every Sunday, man, to go get that cut. We just got so much history with family, though, dude. This is like my damn brother right here, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, guys. This good talk right here. Any closing remarks, guys, before we close it out?
Hey, I got a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Remember that ragged ass dog you used to have in the backyard? He still alive? You tell that motherfucker when I see him, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him.
Hey, let me explain something to y'all, man. Let me explain something to y'all about jokes.
Your motherfucking crazy ass butt.
People who know me think I'm funny. Woods, need to be. Listen, if anybody see this, y'all need to get this boy Woods his own show. I'm trying to tell you, Ha Davis, anybody out there, Michael Blyson, if you think you got jokes,
Thank you,
check
my
my boy
brother.
Wood
Thank you.
out.
Thank you. Thank you,
You know
my
what I'm
brother.
saying? Check my boy out. I'm trying to tell you, he will give you a run for your money. If not, you'll be afraid of him to sign him because he's just that funny. Hands down, period, point blank. He did it in high school. He had everybody want to fight him because they couldn't get him up off. So everybody was case sensitive, and he just kept going. So again, if you think you're funny, I dare you to challenge. I tell you, matter of fact, we'll set up a live. We call it in Gayville, we call it ranking. In Sherwood, we call it ranking. Everybody else call it, snapping. They call it the Joneses, whatever, the dozens. Listen, I'll set up a panel. If you think you got what it takes to challenge him, I'll put him on there. Y'all can go toe to toe, blow for blow. And I guarantee you, you'll leave out here saying, man, fuck that shit. Ain't fuck that nigga, dude. Hands down. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna tell Brownie to bite your ass, man. I'm gonna tell Brownie to bite that ass. So yeah, he'll pop back in there. But I think that's gonna be it, Taz, man. Good to see you, my dude. We gotta get up. I gotta get your number too before you head out. I gotta get your number. Here go Alan before we close the bad boy out. So that's it, Alan. Man, you got anything else you want to say, man? Taz, you got something you want to say?
Nah, man. Good show, man. Good show.
Good discussion. All right. Let's keep it up. Yeah.
All right. There it is, guys. Salute to everybody who chimed in. We had some people come in and stop by. Salute to everybody that's chimed in, stuff like that. We're going to keep doing this right here, guys. We're going to keep the thing moving. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. Again, we just took a break from the fitness part of things. We want to talk about this, guys, the Duval State of the Union. So, again, with that being said, salute to everybody. Woods, Taz, man. That's what's up, my dudes. Peace, man. You get up.
Later.
Peace.
All right.
Later.
Peace.
Yo.
Yo.